What's up guys, Blackwar and welcome back to another video, and today we're back for the 46th episode of the Team Sunweb career mode. Today's episode will be the Volta Catalunya, the 7-stage Spanish race with 7 stages, I suppose. There's one mountain stage, which means that the lineup we're going to bring is going to be a good one, especially in mountain. We're looking at the first time this season with Tom Dumoulin and Emmanuel Buchmann. It won't happen a lot this season, so I think it might actually be the only time it's going to happen this year. Dumoulin, Buchmann, and then they'll be held by Jay Hindley, Louis Verbeek, Jeff Piercy, Florian Stork, and Joris Nieuwenhuis. Start of this race is a sprint stage between Calella and Calella. 154 kilometers of pure flat terrain. Let's get it. And we're on the way. We're on the way for this sprint stage. Not expecting anything today. Just I mean, to win the sprint with Tom Dumoulin, but that's about it. If I'm being honest. So yeah, see you near the finish line. We're gonna try and storm through this race, just I mean, get to the mountain stage quickly, as quickly as possible, to enjoy it. And we're approaching Calais, but there's been a crash, including Vincenzo Nibali, and that's big. That is big. That's a very, very big crash. Vincenzo Nibali, one of their favorites to get the win on this Volta Catalunya, and I mean, we can't take too much of our time to check what's happening with the rider from Messina, because the peloton is just 7 kilometers away now from the line, and there is still a breakaway with only one guy at the front in Lilian Calmejean, Dre Roskopf trying to catch him, but I'm not sure the rider from CCC will be able to do that. I've literally just messed up everything because I didn't press the correct button. You love to see it. There we go. Thank you very much. Jeff Piercy, fam, can you, like, I don't know, do something? So the train is Jeff Piercy, Emmanuel Buchmann, Tom Dumoulin, and Joris Nieuwenhuis. We're gonna try and maybe mix up the chances for the win. Jeff Piercy leading Emmanuel Buchmann towards the sprint. There is, however, Sacha Modolo on the left-hand side of the road, so we're not sure. I mean, at least I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do something out of it. But we're going to try our best. We're going to try our best. It's going to be Max Canta against Joris Nieuwenhuis, and it's a win for the former rider from Sunweb. Joris Nieuwenhuis gets second, Valentin Madouas gets third, Restrepo, Alaphilippe, Hülgaard, Banachek, Gato Impi, and Tom Dumoulin to round up the top 10. We take second with Nieuwenhuis, which is not bad. But let's go to the second stage. And we're on the way for the second stage of the Volta Catalunya. It is a stage I have never done on PCM, so it's going to be interesting to see how the peloton reacts. Usually I'm always like aware of what's going to happen because I've played this game so many times. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting experience. There is a climb about 11 kilometers until the line, with a descent towards the end, so we'll try and see if we can do anything. Tom Dumoulin's got a +1, which leads him, and a 76 down the hill. Could be great, could be better, sorry, but could be worse, could be definitely worse. Could be Florian Stork, who's got 61, for example. But yeah, our team is at the front. We're not going to send anyone in the break, you know the drill. And I'll see you for the final climb. And we're starting the Col de Lilia. It's just 4k long, so it's not very, very long. However, we're gonna put a very high tempo to see if we can drop as many people as possible, to see maybe if we can drop, I don't know, like a Max Canta, for example. Jay Hindley is meant to be in the wheel of Jeff Piercy. I'm still waiting for Jeff Hindley to do that. So I think in the meantime we're gonna have to like pace with the Australian champion. Jeff Piercy is doing a very solid job at the front. It's a lot of riders need to attack actually to keep up with the rhythm of the British rider. Sorry, should I say? Acceleration by Domenico Pozzovivo. It is an actual attack though by Domenico Pozzovivo. Jay Hindley has literally blocked my guys. Just brilliant. You'd love to see it. Domenico Pozzovivo crosses the climb in first position with Louis Verbeek in the wheel. Okay. Still 106 riders, but I feel like this might break at one point. I feel like this has the potential to break, and it does. It does. Only 20 riders now. Come on, let's descend this like it was our last descent. I don't know, it sounds like a weird pop song. 37 seconds is the gap between Group A1, Group Yellow Jersey, as we'll be able to call it, and the leaders group, the group with Louis Verveek. We're gonna get the support of Jeff Piercy in, I mean, as soon as Louis Verveek really wants to be honest. Or maybe he's not gonna have to use him. We might just be able to get the will of Jeff Piercy, who launches the sprint. I'm literally panicking a lot here. You can see it because my, I mean, the things I'm doing literally make no sense. There is a right-hander. We're going to start the sprint with Buchmann. Left-hander, can Dumoulin grab the W today? If he can, I don't know, navigate through the peloton, he would have, but he didn't. Alaphilippe wins today ahead of Geraint Thomas, Dumoulin, Madouas, Buchmann, Mikel Landa, Put de Vivo, Pogacar, Souza, Enric Mas, and I forgot Mattia Cattaneo somewhere in there. And I think Julien Alaphilippe gets the leader's jersey ahead of the third stage. Tres etapa de la Volta Ciclista a Catalunya. Why am I becoming Spanish? I don't know, but hopefully I can become a winner after today's day. It's gonna be a sprint once again, I reckon. There is a second category climb, the Port de Collioboth, but I just don't feel like it's going to create any damage, especially knowing that there's like a very long fall flat, at least 10 kilometers, 11 kilometers if we're being precise there, following the summit. So I'm just going to stay in the peloton, wait for the sprint, get third place, and wait for the mountain stage that should be tomorrow. Right, so when I said at the beginning of the stage I wouldn't expect any gaps, well, I'm wrong. I'm deadly wrong, because there are gaps. There are a lot of gaps. There's been a lot of stuff happening since the bottom of the Col des Bracons. Like the rhythm really got high. So we paced a bit with Dumoulin. We took 10 points of the for the mountain classification, crossing the line I think in third place with Ricardo Zoidel, who was leading the way. Max Canter has been dropped, so there is no leader. Oh, actually, wait, no. Julien Alaphilippe was the GC leader. So Julien Alaphilippe has been dropped as well. Oh, that's something I hadn't seen coming. That is something I had not seen coming. Jeff Piercy is going to take 6 points here. Dumoulin gets 5. So Ricardo Zoldel will be the best climber after today's stage. Only 1 point ahead of Dumoulin and 3 points ahead of Emmanuel Buchmann. So the gap is looking extremely slim for the Austrian rider, but we're going to maintain this rhythm, this tempo until the line, and see if we can maybe grab a win. Domenico Podolivo has attacked on the right hand side of the road. We're going to let the Italian do I mean some kilometers at the front, and then we'll catch him. 5k to go, no sign of Podolivo anymore in the breakaway. However, there is an Astana guy, that's Miguel Angel Lopez, but Buchmann is making the work to try and come back on the Colombian. We should be able to come back on said Colombian. The question is now, will we be able to get the win? Valentin Madouas is looking very good in the wheel of the Dutch champion. There goes Buchmann is done for the day. Dumoulin, he's got Kruijswijk and Geraint Thomas in the wheel. Final kilometer, we're going to start the sprint maybe a bit early because Miguel Angel Lopez blocked everyone else. Miguel Angel Lopez doing my work here, and it's going to propel Tom Dumoulin towards the easiest win he's going to have this season. Second place will be for Valentin Madouas. Joe Dombrowski with a very nice third position. Nice to see him there. Geraint Thomas, Yates, Kruijswijk, Demarchi, Lopez, Richie Porte, Mattia Cattaneo, Higuita, Pogacar, Landa, Buchmann and Mas to complete the top 15. But we finally get to win on this Volta Catalunya prior to the mountain stage. Okay, we're on the way for this queen stage of the Volta Catalunya. We'll take a look at the general classification at the end of today's stage, because this is obviously the queen stage. I've said stage way too many times already in a single sentence. But we've got Dumoulin leading, I think. That would make sense. Yep, Dumoulin is leading the GC ahead of Valentin Madouas, 19 seconds. So it's a slight lead for Tom. But hopefully it'll be enough to retain the jersey. We should be good enough today in La Molina. There is a lot of points, however, to take 16, make that 46, make that 52. Oh god, no, 62 points actually. My maths were way off here. I understand why I dropped out of uni. Yeah, we should be good enough here with Tom. I don't see anyone able to like compete with me. Tom Dumoulin showed yesterday that he was good. Miguel Angel Lopez tried, didn't succeed. I didn't feel like Geraint Thomas was in the greatest shape. So we're gonna take like all the precautions we need to make sure that we get the win. Yeah, let's go for 150 kilometers to see a summer rider raising his hands in La Molina. Start of La Molina. 31 riders in the peloton. We've just caught the final breakaway. That was Fausto Masnada for Trek Segafredo. We are virtually leading the mountain classification with Dumoulin. I think he's on 38 points. We crossed the line in third, I think, of this climb. That would be plus 20. How many points does Dumoulin have? 15. So no, he crossed the line in. Wait. I can't be on 38. That is mathematically impossible. No, I think I got 20 points, and maybe Bourman got. Yeah, Bourman got. Okay, so Bourman is currently leading the mountain classification. My bad. It's not Dumoulin, it's Emmanuel Bourman. There is still, however, 30 riders in contention for the win today. Jeff Piercy is going to take the relay of Louis Vavec, who just finished his job. There is an attack on the right hand side of the road. That would be Simon Yates. Or maybe he's just trying to stay in the wheel of Tom Dumoulin. Who knows? Jeff Piercy still leading the way. Very good day today for the British rider. 78 mountain, 77 hills, 18 time trial. Definitely a one to watch for the future. There goes Simon Yates, another British rider, attacking with Miguel Angel Lopez, Sergio Higuita, Richie Porte, Sivakov, Joe Dombrowski, yeah, yesterday's surprise in my opinion. Enric Mas as well is there. Well done. Very congratulations to him. Jeez, I just said noise. I didn't say actual words here. We're going to stop Jeff Piercy. Sadly, he's not going to be able to sustain the rhythm of said group because they're just complete monsters. There is one guy who's managed to get a gap, and that would be like yesterday, Miguel Angel Lopez. But this time we're chasing him with Emmanuel Bourman, and it's not going to be an easy walk in the park for the riders to follow the rhythm of the German rider. Where I think we've timed that perfectly. We're gonna come back on Lopez right at the start of the little descent here, where we might be able to rest for a bit before climbing again. There goes Bourman, 1.5 kilometer until the line. Tom Dumoulin in the wheel of the German. We're going to launch the sprint. It is a hilly sprint. Valentin Madouas has the edge. Can Valentin Madouas hold on until the line? Yes, he will. And it's going to be a win for the Frenchman today. Incredible performance by Valentin Madouas ahead of Tom Dumoulin, who came back very strongly, but sadly a bit too late. Geraint Thomas gets third. Dan Martin, Vincenzo Nibali, and all 13 riders. Bourman gets dropped. Same said for Jeff Piercy. Nice performance by Fabio Fellini. Not something I expected from him today. Madouas gets the win. Although that's weird because I didn't expect to win yesterday. I would have expected Madouas to like win yesterday, and I would have easily expected myself here to win. I mean, it looks like we've swapped roles. Therefore, in the GC, it means that Dumoulin is 15 seconds ahead of Valentin Madouas, 25 ahead of Geraint Thomas. Joe Dombrowski in 4th place, then Adam Yates, Richie Porte, Miguel Angel Lopez, 35 seconds down. Mikel Landa, sorry, and Sergio Higuita, 108. Demarchi, Mas, Martin, Bourman, Fellini, Kruijwijk, Pot de Vivo, Quintana, Jeff Piercy, Sebastian Reichenbach, and Daniel Martinez in 20th position as we'll now head to Livia for the 5th stage of this race. And we're on the way for this 5th stage of the Volta Catalunya. Usually I'd be confident for like the GC because there is the mountain stage that was previously a mountain stage that we did not win for once. We lost it against Valentin Madouas, I think, and that's just not something I expected, if I'm being honest. So we need to be extremely careful. There is a very long descent towards the finish line in Vielia Val d'Aran. Not gonna send anyone in the break, I think. Well, actually, I might. We'll see. I might try and send Jeff PSA just to, you know, like, I don't know, see how the peloton reacts to that. I just want to know if, like, maybe he's gonna be able to go in the break. We're gonna try again with Jeff PSA this time, and it looks like the peloton appears to let let him go. So we have a potential 5-man breakaway with Ilnur Zakarin, Loic Vliegen, Angulo, François Bidard, there we go, Jeff PSA, but there are some attacks behind trying to catch the 5-man. Alright, we've approached the summit of the Port del Canto. The breakaway is only 2 minutes 30 in the lead. The peloton really has been chasing them. But I feel like Jeff has enough to be first at this KOM. We're going to counter-attack. Van Hoeke trying to stay in the middle of the British rider. Not sure he's going to be able to do so. He isn't indeed. And Jeff Percy should be able to get 30 points today. That would put him on 50. And I think that'll be enough for Jeff to take the mountain leaders, the jersey of mountain leader. Just gonna make sure. Yep, there it is. There it goes. 50 points ahead of Dumoulin's 47 and Bourgman 38. There's about 30 kilometers remaining. Jeff Percy is now back in the peloton because the Age Desert team and Ineos have been pacing a lot. Also, like the the 2 mountain were already passed, so there was no need in staying in the break. A break that was only like 50 seconds in the lead. However, there's still Ilnur Zakarin and Paul Chikowski for El Pozzo. I think that's the former Wanty Group Gobert, if I'm correct. Attack by El Calmejean. Okay. Not something I saw coming. I'm not gonna lie. And that's probably going to help the breakaway to get some time here. So we're gonna have to chase them down. And Valentin Madouas is truly going for it. He's attacked once again. Only Dan Martin is able to follow the initial move by the Frenchman. There is a slight flat portion here on which we might be able to get in some time back on the Frenchman. Jeff Percy is still in the middle of Tom Dumoulin. However, I'm not sure for how long. I feel like he might drop very soon, and indeed he does. We're going to catch Valentin Madouas either way though. There's an attack on the right hand side of the road, that's Miguel Angel Lopez. We're going to follow that move with Emmanuel Bourgman. Actually, I might counter-attack the move with Dumoulin here. Yeah, we're going to counter-attack. Counter-attack by Tom Dumoulin. Let's see if anyone follows. Let's see if anyone has the ability to follow Tom Dumoulin. We're also going to make sure that Jeff Percy doesn't lose too much time. Bourgman still in the middle of Miguel Angel Lopez, trying to make sure that he doesn't get dropped either. But the descent is going to start. Valentin Madouas is chasing with Geraint Thomas. They're all west descenders than I am. The only one I think that is like much better than me is Mikel Landa. Yep, with 18 downhill, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to catch me. However, I was expecting maybe for a bit more of a steeper descent so I could maintain my gap. Currently 12 seconds. Make that 13 as we're now in the steep portion. 6.4 kilometers to go. In this stage, Jeff Percy is still with Daminhausen and Fausto Masnada. I don't think that's going to change. Dumoulin still doing bits. Tom Dumoulin is going probably for the win. I don't see who could really catch him if I'm being genuinely honest. He just appears to be on a very different level. And apparently I can't do the same with Jeff Percy, it's a shame. 1.4 kilometers to go. We're going to go until, under the red banner, the red flame. And Tom Dumoulin is going to win in Vieilla Valdaran ahead of Dan Martin, Valentin Madouas, Geraint Thomas. There's a Miguel Angel Lopez that's going to be somewhere. Félinet, Krovag, Bourgman, Bowman, all them lot. Jeff Percy is going to lose about 2 minutes 40. Make that maybe 3 minutes, which is quite a shame, but the white jersey is behind. So, Sergio Higuita was 9th of the GC with a very bad day here. Very bad day for Sergio Higuita, who's going to lose a 3 minute 20 on Tom Dumoulin. 6th stage of this Volta Catalunya. It's flat. Yeah, that was enough, like an affirmation, because it's true. It's just flat for 114k. See you for the sprint. 7.4 kilometers to go. There is still a breakaway, 20 seconds ahead, but that's gonna be it for them right now as Louis Verbeek is catching them. We're going to organize the sprint for Joris Nieuwenhuis. Not sure if it's gonna be able to do well today, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Emmanuel Buchmann is now pacing. We still have Jay Hindley if he wants to, like, I don't know, fight for something. But to be honest, he's very bad in sprint, so I'm not even gonna try. But there goes the final sprint. Lawson Craddock against Jeff Piercy. That's just like the guys you want in your team. Tom Dumoulin is now making his effort. Nieuwenhuis in the wheel. Can Nieuwenhuis overtake any of these guys? He's going to come back very quickly, but the win is going to be for Darrell MP. Second place, Valentin. Oh, for fuck's sake, Valentin Madouas, fam, I hate you. Madouas second, Nieuwenhuis third, Restrepo, Nazen, Féliné, Alaphilippe, Thomas, Banachek, and Tom Dumoulin in 10th position. But Madouas being second means that he's going to get the point jersey once again on his shoulders. And we're on the way for the final stage of the Volta Ciclista Catalunya. We're going to take a look at the GC before the stage between Barcelona and Barcelona. I've taken my best Spanish accent to say that. 120 kilometers today. Tom Dumoulin 36 seconds in the lead over ahead of Valentin Madouas. Very surprising second, but to be honest, he's had an amazing week. Topped with I think at least one win, maybe two, I don't know. And currently the points jersey, which we'll try and get back, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. Then Geraint Thomas, Adam Yates, Richie Porte, Miguel Angel Lopez. All these three last names are in the same second. Mikel Landa, Alessandro De Marchi, Enric Mas, and Dan Martin are completing the top 10. Emmanuel Buchmann is 12th. We've got Jeff Piercy in 11th. 11th? No, in 18th. But we're going to send him in the break to make sure that he keeps his mountain jersey. Already some attacks though. There's Claude Miro for FAPL, Maxime Bouet for G2R Mondial, Cyril Barth for Euskadi. Then Jeff Piercy, Jérôme Cousin, Quentin Paché will have a potential we'll have two potential riders from H2R in the break. Then who's behind? We've got Victor Campenart, Murza Viejo, Paul Schikowski, Sergio Samitier, Loic Vliegen, Lilian Calmejean, Sergio Rodriguez. Okay, a lot of riders have tried to attack. I think we're gonna have a nice breakaway. There's how many points is that today? What is that, 6? Yeah, 6. So 36 points today to take. Jeff Piercy is like assured to win the jersey. Actually, I could have let him in the peloton, but you know what? We're gonna take some chances. Maybe we'll have a breakaway that goes to the end, and Jeff Piercy will be able to get a win in this Catalunya tour. There's been a crash. There's been a crash in the peloton. Only one important guy, and that's Emmanuel Buchmann. Emmanuel Buchmann is down. I'm not going to wait anyone. To let anyone wait for him. He's 12th of the GC. I don't really mind if he loses positions. At this point, I'm more focused on the race win with maybe Jeff Piercy or with Tom Dumoulin. We've not taken all the points for the mountain classification, but as I had said previously, Jeff was like assured to get the jersey at the end of today. There is 25 kilometers remaining. The gap is 42nd in favor of the breakaway. There are no teammates left with close to Tom Dumoulin. Jay Hindley is gonna come back with Volta. Absolute legend. Great work from the Australian champion. Buchmann, as I said, has crashed and is found himself a few minutes down. There's an attack in the break. That's Victor Campenart. Do we attack now? No, I reckon we'll be able to do at least one more turn. However, if there's an attack by Calmejean, I need to follow that because he's usually great when it comes to breakaways and that. So let's make sure that we don't get dropped by Lilian Calmejean, which we've done that brilliantly. Great rhythm in the peloton as well. Visconti, Regigi, Mark Padden, Youssef Regigi making another move here. We are back in one group in the breakaway. There's an attack, Mark Padden. But we have to attack in the next time. If I want to win with Jeff Piercy, I need to attack in the next KOM. Otherwise, we just won't make it. Jeff Hindley still hasn't been able to give Tom some water, which, is starting to get ridiculous. Kalmejan has tried to attack again, but he stopped again. Come on, like, just relay me. Like, just relay me, that's all I'm asking. Like, a few relays in here and there. Come on. Attack by Pesci... Ooh, God. Pesci Solido? Or Pesci Solido? I don't know, he's from Canada, so it's not a... I'm not sure of the pronunciation. But he's attacked, and we're going to counter. We're going to counter the attack by Pescolito with a very big move. Only Porchikowski is able to follow us right now. Porchikowski and Jeff Piercy is the current leading breakaway now. Adam Yates, is that an attack by Adam Yates? It should be. Like, he's got every right to attack. He's fourth of the GC. He can maybe come back on the podium. Why has he stopped? Okay, I'm not gonna question his actions because he's probably dumb. Dumoulin still casually here. Where's Madouas? Madouas is here. Alaphilippe is here. Gap 53 second in our favor now. Porchikowski still not taking any relays. That's just not nice. We'll have Louis Vervec protecting Tom Dumoulin. Why not? Final climb. Porchikowski, Jeff Piercy, then the peloton with the first attack, I think, by Dan Martin here. Yep, it is Dan Martin, followed by Léo Vincent. Louis Vervec in the wheel. Tom Dumoulin making sure that he doesn't get dropped, which for now he doesn't, which is great. Jeff Piercy is going to cross the final KOM in, final lap in first position. We're going to attack with Tom Dumoulin. Maybe with some luck we can catch Jeff Piercy. And then lead Jeff Piercy in the wheel of Tom Dumoulin. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm quite confused right now. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm convinced that I can get the win. That's for sure. The question is, it's gonna be Dumoulin. Is it gonna be Jeff Piercy? If I want it, I mean, I could go for the win with Tom because for the point classification it'd be nice. But Jeff has been in the breakaway the entire day and he deserves this win. Jeff Piercy wins the 7th and final stage of the Volta at Catalunya. Second position for Tom Dumoulin. Mariusz Porchikowski gets 7th with Alaphilippe, Madouas and Landa to round up the top 6. Miguel Angel Lopez is leading the A2 group. Big loser today obviously is going to be Emmanuel Buchmann, who loses about 2 minutes on Tom Dumoulin. But we've done the work. We wanted the win. We got it, and for once it's nice to see some change. I know a lot of you complain that I always won with Tom Dumoulin, or I was always prioritizing Tom Dumoulin. So yeah, we're switching things here, and we're giving Jeff Piercy the W in Barcelona. Final podiums of the Volta Ciclista Catalunya in Barcelona as Jeff Piercy gets, I think, his first professional win. Second position is Tom Dumoulin. Third is Mariusz Porchikowski, 2 guys from the breakaway. And Dumoulin. Alaphilippe brings him 4th position, Madouas 5th. I don't know what that's going to do for the point classification. For the general wise though, Dumoulin easily wins this Catalunya Tour ahead of Madouas, a minute clear of him, despite not winning the mountain stage. Thomas, Yates, Lopez, Port, Landa, Demarchi, Martin and Joe Dombrowski to complete the top 10. Nice performance by Demarchi and Dombrowski, 2 guys I didn't expect to see. Best climber classification, obviously Jeff Piercy 87 points ahead of Dumoulin with 47 and Buchmann with 38. If there was a team classification for the best climber classification, I mean, we'd literally be the best. We just would be the best. So Jeff Piercy brings home a win and a distinctive jersey. For the points classification, Valentin Madouas is going to get it. He'll at least bring this home. To be honest, he's got like 2nd place of the GC, a win, points classification, and as you should see right now, best strong rider as well. So overall, a very impressive performance by the Frenchman from FDJ. Best team is the team Sunweb, and that's all good. Alright, we've done well. It's except for Manuel Buchmann, who loses. How much time does he lose today? Buchmann 2:16. So I hadn't. Wait, and how many was the gap between Lopez? Alright, so 2:16 minus 33 seconds, that would have been 1:49. No, 1:43. My bad, 1:43. So if it wasn't for 1:43, he would be 4:06, 3:06. He'd be 11th, so he wouldn't have entered the top 10. No regrets, therefore, for Emmanuel Buchmann. And I mean, yeah, it was a very solid Volta a Catalunya overall, in my opinion. This is where, however, we're going to wrap the episode. If you've enjoyed it, then please leave a like down below. The next episode will be Milano. So it starts from before, right? It's Milano Sanremo. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't know which episode goes first. I'll have to remember. I'll have to see. I think this episode goes after Sanremo. So you probably saw Milano Sanremo first. So the next episode will therefore be País Vasco, I think. Yeah, País Vasco. Then we'll have Ronde, Paris-Roubaix, Amstel, Flèche, Liège-Bastogne-Liège. I probably won't show the Tour of Turkey because who gives a shit. Sorry for my Turkish viewers. I apologize, but I mean it's literally the same tour as last year, and I have no one there on the start list. But yeah, so I'll see you for the next episode of the Team Sunweb career mode. If you want to make sure to see it, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell to get notified of whenever I upload, and I shall see you in the very near future. I've been Blackwar. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys, and goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with a bag. Snapping with a phone and dab. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster.